like to thank all of you for being here today. I'm going to talk about my favorite charity, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. In today's economy, we watch every penny of where our money goes, and that includes our donations to charitable organizations. We want every penny to count. Let me assure you today that every penny of your money that you give to St. Jude goes for those precious children. We're going to talk about why it's important to give to St. Jude and how easy it is to give. I'm encouraging all of us today to feel great about giving a tax-deductible donation to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and know that every penny you give helps a sick child. Recently, our local paper, the Commercial Appeal, reported one of the great things that St. Jude has done. Officials at St. Jude last month said they'll pay all the medical costs for Trey Irwin. He's a Collierville teen who has stage 4 pancreatic cancer. How awesome is that? Doctors say that Trey is a 15-year-old boy with a 60-year-old man's disease. Trey's actually receiving his chemotherapy at West Clinic, but according to St. Jude, they're covering all of his medical costs, according to Allsac's Chief Marketing Officer, Emily Callahan. Trey Irwin's mom said, "My husband and I were just humbled that somebody would do that for us." She goes on to say, "Trey has the best of both worlds. I would not leave my city for any other care. This is a wonderful example of where our donations go when we contribute to St. Jude, my favorite charity." St. Jude is a hospital that cures childhood cancer and never asks for a penny of money from the patient's family. That's why I love St. Jude. I would like you to get on the St. Jude charitable bandwagon, knowing that virtually every single penny of your money goes for research, for helping sick kids with cancers and catastrophic illnesses. Anyone can request to look at St. Jude's financial records at any time. St. Jude is transparent when it comes to where the donations go. Let's start with why St. Jude Research Hospital is important. St. Jude is the only pediatric cancer hospital where families never pay for treatment not covered by insurance. No child is ever denied treatment because of a family's inability to pay, according to Memphis Magazine. Children have come from all 50 states and around the world. According to St. Jude's website, 7,800 active patients are seen at the hospital, and most are treated on an outpatient basis. One of our city's largest employers, St. Jude has more than 3,600 employees, supported by a full-time fundraising staff of almost 900 at Allsac. That's their fundraising division. It's the nation's second largest healthcare charity. I researched that with Memphis Magazine. The hospital is supported by more than 1 million volunteers and 5 million donors who help with fundraising events. St. Jude was named as the #1 pediatric cancer hospital in the country, based on more than 75 children's hospitals nationwide, according to Parents Magazine. So we can all see why giving to St. Jude is so important. It costs a lot of money to operate such a wonderful, life-saving hospital. Since opening 50 years ago, St. Jude Research Hospital has changed the way the world treats childhood cancer and other life-threatening diseases. For every child treated at St. Jude, thousands more have been saved worldwide through St. Jude's discoveries. The hospital has played a major role in pushing U.S. pediatric survival rates from 20% to 80% overall. It's also the leader in research and treatment of blood disorders and infections in children. St. Jude was founded by the late entertainer Danny Thomas, who believed no child should die in the dawn of life. St. Jude is unlike any other pediatric treatment and research facility. Discoveries made at St. Jude have completely changed how the world treats children with cancer and other catastrophic illnesses. With research and patient care under one roof, St. Jude is where some of today's most gifted researchers are able to do science more quickly. Now, just think of all the precious children whose lives will be saved by your generous contribution to St. Jude. During the past 5 years, 81 cents out of every dollar received has supported the research and treatment at St. Jude. In 1962, the survival rate for acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which is the most common form of childhood cancer, was only 4%. Today, the survival rate for acute lymphoblastic leukemia is 94%, thanks to the research and treatment protocols developed at St. Jude. St. Jude researchers and doctors are treating children with pediatric AIDS, as well as using new drugs and therapies to fight infection. St. Jude was the first institution to develop a cure for sickle cell disease with bone marrow transplant and has the largest pediatric sickle cell program in the country. Of course, these breakthroughs in science and research could not be possible without generous charitable donations from you. Now, after hearing all the wonderful things that St. Jude does, I want you to know how to donate to my favorite charity. It's easy. You can go online and give a donation. You can send a check or buy a $100 Dream Home ticket. You might win the Dream Home. You can set up an automatic draft from your bank account, whatever's easiest for you. Although many good charitable organizations exist to donate to, there's one hospital unlike any other in the world, and that's St. Jude. We're so fortunate to have St. Jude right here in Memphis. St. Jude is a nonprofit hospital that serves children with cancer and catastrophic diseases in our community and throughout the world. St. Jude's mission is to advance cures and a means of prevention for pediatric research and treatment. Consistent with the vision of the founder, Danny Thomas, no child is denied treatment based on race, religion, or a family's inability to pay. Like his daughter Marlo Thomas says, be thankful for your healthy children, and please give to those who are not. Even if you are unable to donate to St. Jude, we can all spread the word to others about what an awesome hospital St. Jude is, and that it's a wonderful place to donate, even if you can only give a little. We've discussed why it's so important for all of us to give to St. Jude. For every $1 that we donate, 81 cents is used for research and treatment for children with cancer and catastrophic diseases. Please give the gift of life to a precious child. You won't be sorry that you did. Your dollar will be used to the fullest extent for that precious child. Just put yourself in that child's place, or think about what if that was your child. Thank you so much for listening today.